Good afternoon, actually good evening. It's April 7th, approximately 10 after 6. PRW is coming to you from the Great Olympic Peninsula out here on the Great Olympic Peninsula. Right now I am taking a hike out in the forest, kind of off the beaten trail right now. This is what it looks like. You can really tell springs here. You know, we got new growth. We got skunk cabbage is growing. So anyways, I'm gonna keep mobbing here in the forest. You know, this is something I really love to do. Find a lot of peace in it. You know, never know, I might find a shed horn out here. I just love experiencing new ground. And I'm definitely in new ground right now. We got ourselves an Easter lily here. You know, shows that spring's upon us. You know, so here in certain spots, it just gets so brushy, like a jungle. And at times I feel like a newborn deer, you know, trying to learn how to walk all tipsy and you know, it's sure hard at times to get around out here, but you know, I've grown up doing this stuff. If you've seen, you know, in previous, you know, videos that I uploaded, I've talked about, you know, Northwest Bad Boy on YouTube. You know, so if you have time and you go check that channel out, you know, you can have an idea of you know, you know, I've grown up doing this, running around out in the woods, you know, and how I find a lot of peace in this. You know, I mean, it don't get no better than this. I mean, there's nothing around. And I'm about to show you guys a really cool view. I got myself earlier right above First Beach. I snapped a bunch of pictures, but I didn't make a video. I'm gonna put some of those pictures up on my Instagram here later tonight. But I'm gonna try to get out here to the edge and give you guys a good view. So stay tuned. Holy smokes. I'm right above Second Beach right now. That is straight off. That is one great big old spruce tree right there. If it could talk, it'd tell you a story. That's for sure. Speaking of that, I would like to share a little story. So earlier, right when I was starting this hike, I ran into this couple. They're from Oklahoma, and I'm wearing an army shirt, and the husband, you know, was like, oh, hey, he's like, were you in the army? And I was like, well, no. And he's like, oh, you just like to wear an army shirt so people tell you thanks for your service. And I said, well, no, you know, I said, I wear an army shirt because I support all services, all branches of the military, Army, Navy SEAL, Marines, you know, all of them. And he just kind of looked at me kind of goofy, you know, but it struck me, you know, it kind of pissed me off, to be honest with you. But I had a choice of how to approach the situation. I think I approached it the way my creator, God, would have intended me to approach it. You know, I could have been a dick to him, but I decided not to. You know, but it did. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Just because I'm wearing an army shirt, you know, he thinks that, you know, not being in the army, that, you know, I'm looking for recognition or whatever, but that's not even it, you know. I support the army. So, yeah, it just kind of struck me wrong, you know. After that, we had walked the trail for quite a ways, him and his wife and I. And, you know, he had a lot of questions. You know, being from Oklahoma, they don't know a lot about this area. So I had given him as much knowledge, or tried to answer every question to the best of my knowledge for him. But anywho, yeah, stay tuned. So right now I am backtracking, because the further I was going that way, I don't think I'm going to get a good view of the sunset at all. And the angle of it, I was looking on my maps, yeah, it just was not looking good. I mean, it was brushy, and I don't like brush. So we're going to keep going this way. I had a pretty good spot I was at earlier, so stay tuned. So I just heard some crashing and popping over here. I don't know. It was loud. Oh, weird. There's no wind, so it couldn't have been like, see this branch? It couldn't have been like a branch falling down. Check that out. I guarantee things go down inside there on a stormy day out here on the northwest. Bobcats, coyotes. Shit, I'd even go in there if I was out here and things took a turn for the worst. So I'm where I know I heard that crashing coming from. It's right here. There's old deer tracks. Some blue jays flying around. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. It's like a jungle. Dang. Holy smokes. That was worth it. Check this out. Not that. Whew. Absolutely beautiful. There's the few previous vlogs of when we've been down on Second Beach, that rock that I talk about with the caves. That's it right there. So we got Second Beach. Second Beach is right here. There's the rock that we've been sitting on top of, getting a bird's eye view of Second Beach. And then we got First Beach on this side, which you really can't see it because of the brush. But I'm not going to go out there any farther. I went out there a little further than I am right now a little bit ago, but I had to turn back. It just got too sketchy because if you can tell, it's straight off on both sides, and it just gets like a bottleneck and it gets narrow, real narrow. So I'm not going to push my luck. You know, I love seeing new sights. I mean, this is something I've never seen before. And I'm bringing it to all you guys, you know, whoever's watching these videos. You know. There's La Push. And then on the other side of that, up there as far as you can see, is Rialto Beach. there's the resort, the campground. That's all First Beach. Back to where I heard that crashing and popping. I haven't heard it again or seen anything. It's weird. So yeah. This view right here is absolutely breathtaking. I mean, you can see all of First Beach, La Push. You can see Rialto. You can see all the way up to where the hole in the wall is. I mean, man, damn near see where Norwegian Memorial is. Got little James Island. Where are you at? Right there. Big James Island. Oh! There's a handful of people down there. I wonder if they can hear that. We got one lone wolf from PRW up here giving a shout out. Oh, there's a guy with a dog. Oh, good Lord. Man, it's sure pretty right here. You know, I don't... Anybody that watches these, you know, don't try to do what I'm doing right now, because honestly, it is dangerous to get to some of these spots. I mean, it's not a walk in the park. It's pretty treacherous in spots, and there's been a lot of people that have, you know, been known to fall and die in places like this, not paying attention to where they're at. So with that said, stay tuned. Alright, this might be where I sit, watch the sunset tonight. But anywho, I'm already 12 minutes. So remember, always do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what other people think or say about you, because in the end, they don't matter. You matter. With that, one lone wolf from PRW signing off from the Great Olympic Peninsula above First Beach at La Push, Washington. Y'all take care. God bless. Wait.